Hello everybody, welcome to LeadTechX. This is Tech Deep Dive. In this series, we are going to go into a little bit more details of the different technologies and also check out the tips and tricks. These are going to help you use these technologies better. This is the first video of the Tech Deep Dive series. We're really excited to bring you the Tado Smart Heating system. Smart heating puts you in control, allows you to control your heating from anywhere in the world, allows you to use automation to save energy, save money. Most importantly, it lets you save the planet. So why Tado Smart Heating system? One of the reasons why I've gone for the Tado system is quite simple. It works quite well with the Apple HomeKit devices, and my preference was to go down the Apple route. So we are going to answer 5 questions about the Tado Smart Heating system. First, how can you use it? What are the different configurations? Second, we will look at the key components of the Tado Smart Heating system. Third, we will look at how all of these things comes together. How does it all work? Fourth, we will look at some of the key steps involved in setting it up. Finally, we will look at the smart home app integration, also the smart home integration. So let's look at the first question. How can you use it? What are the different configurations? Let's start it with the cheapest way. Cheapest way to deploy the Tado system is to get the radiator valves. Simply, you are changing your radiator valves with a smart radiator valve. Something like this. So as you can see here, this is the radiator valve. It is a standard size one. You will be able to simply unscrew your existing radiator valve and plug this one in. Second option is to upgrade to a smart thermostat. So you can use a smart thermostat to replace your existing thermostat. Most of these are standard now, so the installation is quite easy. In my case, I just had to take the old one off and the new one just plugged in straight away. One of the good things about Tado is their website is really helpful. They have all the information you need, and also they have a very good email response system. So if you take a picture of your home configuration and send it off to one of the Tado specialists, they tend to get back to you very quickly. Also, some of us has hot water control separate to your heating system. So you can also buy extension kit with Tado to separately control your hot water plugged into the same network. So just to recap, there are 3 different ways you can use smart heating with Tado. First, using the thermostat radiator valve. That is the cheapest option. They have vertical and horizontal valves, so you can use them in the bathrooms as well. Second, you can use the smart thermostat to replace your existing thermostat. Obviously, if you have multiple thermostats in the house, you can either replace all of them or you can just replace one of them and use more of a local small smart heating setup, but that's entirely up to you. Finally, if you also want to control hot water using the smart heating system, you can use the Tado extension kit for that. Let's go and have a look at some of these individual components in action. This is the Tado Smart Thermostat. As you can see, I can use the touchpad to move the temperature up and down. It basically changes the temperature. In terms of the installation, it was quite easy. So as you can see, it's a standard back plate that I've put in and it just clips in. So if I switch it back on, it was quite easy to install and I was really impressed. This is the Tado bridge. I've used the Eero Mesh Wi-Fi satellite to plug it into a more of a central location. As you can see, it's quite easy. Comes with the HomeKit information on board on it, and you can just scan it to connect to HomeKit quite easily. All you need is a power connector and using a standard Ethernet adapter to connect it to the Wi-Fi satellite here. So that basically plugs your Tado bridge into the internet. This is a smart radiator valve. It works quite simply. You can turn it up and down to switch on and switch off your heating. It will connect back with the bridge, get your heating switched on. The nice thing about this configuration is you can further optimize your heating in different rooms. So you can have one room switched on with heating and a different room switched off with heating. You can use the system effectively here to really get the value out of it. Installing and taking it off is quite easy. If you just do that, you can see the smart radiator valve. This black bit here goes up and down and uses pressure to release and switch off heating and switch on heating. You can use that little pairing button inside to pair it with the bridge. Also, you can see the batteries. It's a battery operated one. One of the nice things I found was that if you're running out of battery, Tado will notify you. Put it back in. Again, very simple. You just put it in, switch it back on. The next question is, how does it all work? Your boiler is connected to the smart thermostat. If you're using the smart thermostat, it will then communicate with the Tado bridge. The Tado bridge is connected to the internet and it will use that connection to communicate with you and your mobile device. Also, if you're using the smart radiator valve, it will still need Tado bridge to connect to the Tado services and also to connect to the internet and to your mobile device. So overall, it's quite simple. Your boiler connects to the smart thermostat via a wired connection, then that communicates with the Tado bridge. Tado bridge is wired to your router, or in my case, I use the mesh Wi-Fi satellites that I have across my house. If you want to check out what mesh Wi-Fi is, click on the link above. That makes it really easy. You can have the Tado bridge located more centrally in the house rather than plugged into a router, which is not quite central to all of your smart heating devices. Because the Tado system is compatible with Google Home, Apple HomeKit and Alexa, you can use whatever the platform you like to control your smart heating. Finally, let's have a look at the smart home app. I'm going to be using my iPad app. Obviously, you can see the same kind of information on your iPhone app. They're quite identical. It's just easy to show you the iPad app because that fits better on the screen. So there are three sections: home section, settings section, and also the more section. First, let's look at the home section. You can see there are different rooms that is configured to different temperatures. You can access each of the rooms using this tab. You can access the air comfort feature here. The air comfort feature basically monitors the air quality inside your house. It takes into consideration how many times you've opened your windows, how many times you opened your doors. Also, Tado devices has a humidity sensor inside it. It also uses the humidity information to give you an air quality reading. Next, you have the home geofencing feature. This is really important and to switch it on, and that allows you to basically automatically switch off your heating when you leave your house. This is where, in terms of savings, it will save you a lot of money because it will never leave your heating on by mistake when you leave your house, unless of course if you forget your mobile phone at home, then it won't work. Finally, it also has these two features about the energy saving report and also the care tab. So energy saving report, every month Tado emails you this report that basically gives you an indication of how much money you've saved using Tado. I'll give you an introduction into my report in December, for example. So last December, I've saved 35% according to Tado. It then gives you a little bit of a breakdown on what are the key things that contributed towards that. So you can see geofencing, 116 hours away. Also, when Tado detected 20 times when I had my doors or windows opened, it automatically switched off the heating. Smart schedule was triggered 8 hours per day. That was I'll go into a little bit more details about what smart schedule is later on. Also, weather adaptation. Weather adaptation basically uses the external weather data to adapt your heating to save you more money again. Manual control is basically when I manually put the heating up because I want it to be more comfortable, or I wanted to switch the heating off. It also gives you this nice little thing about how much energy the Tado users have saved. 341 wind turbines worth of energy. So it's really impressive that you get that report from Tado. I quite like that. So let's have a look at the more section. So this is where you can see the skills from Tado. So I'll go into each one of them a little bit more detail and give you a bit of a overview of that. So the first skill the Tado has is the geofencing feature. This is giving your location to Tado for optimizing your heating. So you can set your home area, you can set a radius when you want the heating to switch on or switch off. Also, you can use your home Wi-Fi network, i.e. if you're leaving the house, when you disconnect from the home Wi-Fi, Tado will know that you've left your house. And also when you're coming in, when you join the home Wi-Fi network, Tado will switch your heating on. I prefer the geolocation feature, i.e. using my mobile phone location to switch it on and switch it off, and that works quite well for us. Second one is the weather adaptation. So this is Tado using the external weather data and also the sunrise and sunset information to further optimize your heating. Thirdly, you can switch on the open window detection feature for each of the rooms, as you can see here. Basically, if Tado detects windows open, it will switch off the heating, i.e. it will save you more money. Next, auto assist feature basically means it will automate your geofencing and the open window detection. Next, if we look at the smart schedules, here basically you can set a smart schedule for each of your rooms, and I'm looking at my hallway here. You can set different blocks, and also you can set away feature. Basically, when you're away, what's the minimum away temperature needs to be. When you're coming back in, do you want it to be switched on earlier than the other rooms? You get 3 different options: eco, balance or comfort. If you're using the comfort mode, it will switch on the heating earlier than the balance or the eco. Eco will basically wait for you to get a little bit more near to the house to switch it on. Air comfort is another nice thing that you get with the Tado system. Each of the Tado devices has a humidity sensor inside it, so it basically uses the temperature and humidity data to give you an indication of what the air quality looks like in your house. Stats and analytics give you a climate report, gives you more insight into the different parameters of your smart home from the heating perspective. That's quite handy. Finally, I really like this one. It's the care and protect. So some of the smart radiator valves, for example, if they're running out of battery, you are automatically notified by Tado to change your battery. So that's quite nice. Final tab is about the community and support features. One thing I really like about Tado is when I was installing it myself, every time I had a little bit more tricky situations, if I sent Tado engineers a picture of my heating system, they always got back very quickly with a response, and I found that was really helpful. So that's a full deep dive view at the Tado app. Next, let's have a look at the HomeKit integration. So what you're looking at here is the Apple HomeKit interface. You can take the temperature up and down. You can also use the Apple automation options to further automate your heating. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you found that was really helpful. Your support powers us to reach more and more people and help them with their technology issues and understanding. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel. That will really help us reach more and more people. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon down below. That will keep you up to date with all of the videos coming up with the LeadTechX channel. Stay tuned. Thanks very much. Goodbye.